All right, let's talk about something that could completely change the game for your business: Google's AI. We're going to break down how you can use this powerful and often free toolkit to find new customers, get way more productive, and really get an edge on the competition.
So let me just ask you this. What if you had an AI co-pilot working for you 24/7 and it didn't cost you a thing? An assistant that could dream up new product ideas, see what's about to be the next big trend, and just handle all those boring, tedious tasks for you. Sounds a little too good to be true, doesn't it? Well, that's exactly what we're diving into today.
So let's get right to it. We're going to unlock 10 specific Google AI tools that can have a direct impact on your growth. We'll lay them out for you, starting with the easy wins and then building up to the real heavy hitters. You ready? Let's go. First up, what I'm calling your AI Starter Pack. Think of these as your foundational tools. They're super easy to get started with, and honestly, they're the essential base for any business that's serious about using AI. This starter combo is like your essential power trio. First, you've got Gemini, which is basically an idea machine. Then there's Google Trends, your opportunity finder. And finally, Workspace AI, the ultimate productivity booster. Let's take a quick look at what each one does.
So let's talk about Gemini. The easiest way to think about it is as your personal AI assistant. You need to brainstorm some new product ideas? It's done. You want to quickly figure out what your competitors are doing? Easy. It's your go-to for learning, for planning, and for just getting unstuck when you hit a wall.
And this is where it gets really practical. I mean, imagine you're stuck on some complex business rule. You could literally just ask Gemini, explain GST rules in simple language, and boom, it breaks it down for you. Or, maybe you sell on Amazon. You could ask it to suggest products with low competition. The real magic here is just how flexible it is.
Next in the kit is Google Trends. This thing is basically your crystal ball for what the market wants. It shows you what real people are actually searching for all over the world. And that's a direct signal of what they're interested in buying or learning about right this second. For instance, check this out. You can compare search terms like AI tools for business versus e-commerce automation. You see that trend line just shooting up? That's not a guess. That is a direct signal from the market. That could be your next big product idea, a new service you could offer, or even just a piece of content that you know is going to go viral. And finally, rounding out our starter pack, we've got Google Workspace AI. This is all about automating the daily grind, so you can save a ton of time. And the best part? It's built right into the tools that, let's be honest, most of us are already using every single day, like Docs, Sheets, and Gmail. Just think about it for a second. Instead of staring at a blank page, you can have AI draft your product descriptions for you in Docs. Instead of spending hours crunching numbers, you can let it summarize your sales data in Sheets. It can even draft professional-sounding email replies in Gmail. What does that all add up to? It means getting hours, literally hours, back in your week.
Okay, so we've got the foundation set. Now, let's kick things into high gear. We're moving on to the growth engine. These are the tools designed specifically for marketing, for sales, and for actively going out and finding new customers.
In this section, we've got 4 real powerhouses, and each one answers a huge question for your business. How do I find my best customers? Why are they buying, or why aren't they? How do I get my product seen by more people? And what kind of content do they actually want from me? Altogether, they create a complete system for driving some serious growth.
Let's kick things off with Google Ads AI, and specifically something called Performance Max campaigns. This is an absolute game changer, especially if you're new to ads. You just give it your creative stuff, your images, your text, and Google's AI does all the heavy lifting. It finds the best audience, the right keywords, and the perfect places to show your ads to get you the most conversions. So your ads are running, and you're looking at your dashboard. You see a number like this. Maybe it's a 45% conversion rate for one of your products. Now that's a great piece of data, but it only tells you what happened. And that's exactly where Google Analytics 4 comes in. Its AI-powered insights tell you the story behind the number. It answers the why. So it won't just tell you that you have a 45% conversion rate. It might tell you that customers from a specific city are the ones converting the most, or might pinpoint the exact page on your website where other people are dropping off. This is how you start making really smart, data-driven decisions. Now, if you sell products online, if you're an e-commerce seller, this next one is, frankly, non-negotiable. Google Merchant Center AI looks at your product listings and gives you actual, concrete suggestions to make them better. We're talking better titles, more effective descriptions, all designed to make your products show up more often in Google Shopping. And for any of you using content to grow your business, YouTube Studio's AI is your new secret weapon. It gives you incredible insights into what your audience actually wants to watch, suggests the absolute best times to post your videos, and even gives you ideas for better titles and thumbnails to get way more views.
All right, we've laid the foundation and we've fired up the growth engine. Now, for those of you who are ready to really scale things up, let's look at the pro-level toolkit. These tools are for getting into advanced analysis and building custom solutions.
Okay, so here you've really got two different paths you can take. On one hand, you've got Google Looker Studio. This lets you pull in data from all over the place, your ads, your website, your sales platform, and see it all in one smart dashboard. It's all about seeing the entire picture. And then on the other hand, you have Google Cloud AI. This is for when you're ready to build something totally custom for your business, like a really smart customer support chatbot that understands your specific products and can answer complex questions in an instant.
So we have covered a ton of ground here. 10 really powerful tools. But that brings us to the most important question of all. What's your first step going to be today?
So, what's the big takeaway from all of this? Well, it's simple. So many of these powerful tools have free versions. So our advice is to just start there. Go play around with Gemini, explore Google Trends, get Google Analytics set up. You can start seeing the results for yourself without spending a single dime.
And that really brings us to the final thought. The truth is, your competitors are probably already using AI in their business. So the only real question left is, what's your first move going to be?